It's ticking time. Society 11's on the line. Get your questions and topics on the board, or we'll just end up talking about WPO. Yeah, Kurt and Andy. They're the team. They got the tactics. The laser beam blocking the net. It's just like a storm, bringing in the inside that'll morph and transform. Plug in, tune in, what am I confusing? Try to be, try to bang, in Society 11th Street. Right. Chat's on fire, the room tonight. Keyboards clicking at the speed of light. Kurt and Andy got it right. Dealing with them on Friday night. So rev it up, grab your gear. It's our collective prime. Cravings for the codes add-on. Lock the grind. Power up the screens. Society's got you fixed. Kurt and Andy are in the mix. Oh, it's Society 11's hour. Hear the electric call. Kurt and Andy leave the vault. Decipher it all. Listen.
Good afternoon, good evening, good day, good night, and all that good stuff. Society 11. Hey, it's Friday again, and have we got a show for you?
It seems like it's only been 7 days since we did the last one.
Have we got a show for them? Because we don't. But what we will do is say hello to some people first of all. We said this week we were going to make it an old start AMA. But I don't think we've had any questions. So for goodness sake, if you've got questions, you've got topics you want us to talk about, shout them out. And we'll just riff live. But let's say hello to Tony Prodger and to Tim Parker and to Robert Borsak. Rob's been doing some good stuff. Rob did a post, actually, I'll come back to that in a minute, in Society 11 about a deal on AppSumo. And I'd say I overlooked it and I went back. But it is interesting, isn't it, how... some people, I'd say it wasn't for me, but other people are saying this is the best tool ever. It just shows how different people like different things for different reasons. And I'm glad Rob posted about it. I mean, anything you find useful in your business, let people know. They might find it useful too. Doug Halfpenny is back and home and safe after 14 hours of driving and then out at the border. Glad you made it back, Doug. Good to see you. Hi, Ellie. Glad you're here. Good to see you. Charles Terrence Harper in the house as well. John Smiley is here. And if I've missed anyone else, I'm sorry. And if you haven't said hello yet, because there are more watching than have said hello, say hello in the chat.
Try.
We might shout you out too. But as I said, this week was meant to be an old school AMA. But we'll take any topics and things. And if you don't give us topics, you know what will happen? We're just going to talk about the stuff we've been working on because that's about all we can talk about.
Yeah. Even though we've got some exciting stuff coming. Exciting.
Well, I mean, it's worth talking, not to pitch it, but just the fact that we keep telling people, you know, there's so many opportunities there. And Kurt and I have dozens of product ideas, and we don't bring all of them to market because that's just the way it is. You pick things. But sometimes you get little ideas that come up, like the idea Kurt shared me the other day. And I just went, this is a perfect mini product. Yep. You know, just like get it out there on Warrior Plus, front end, bring some new people in. Obviously, existing customers may well pick it up as well. But we worked out we could create the product quickly. We have. We've done the training video. I've made 2 cheat sheets, which are done. We've got a
I've
couple
made
of
a
links,
template.
and we've started putting the page together in Snapify.
Yeah.
Well, the download page. We're going to build the sales page out as well. We've done the sales video. That's already done and in the bag and edited.
Right.
And all of this came back really quick. We just got together and shot it, did it. You know, it's that money, love, speed thing. Don't overthink it. We'll be launching it on Tuesday. And the only reason we're delaying it till Tuesday is because I want to list it on my Warrior Plus and get it in the marketplace. And I launched the Anonymous Affiliate Manifesto on Tuesday of this week. And 7 days apart is a minimum. So because
their rules, not ours.
Yeah, their rules. We are going to hang out and do it on the Tuesday, which gives us a bit more time to get it together and maybe consider an upsell because we haven't put an upsell in yet. And I think there's an opportunity to there. So, but that's what we've been working on. And that just shows you that how bouncing ideas around together and then going, and then Kurt went, would you like a partner on it? And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Let's just make it happen. Mr. Stevens launching on Monday. Yeah, I just left a testimonial for you in Society 11 as well for the getting comfortable in front of the camera thing. Those that hadn't seen Mr. Stevens' post, he was looking for testimonials. I mean, and I'm sure he'd appreciate somebody else giving him. So anyone that has watched his course on the one about it was called Webcam Advantage. Is that the one, isn't it? And this is all about getting comfortable on camera and everything else. So I've done a little one and I posted it in. Anyone that's been through that training and wants to just drop a thing on that would be very helpful for Mr. Stephen before his launch on Monday. And yeah, ping me. I'll go and try and look for it, but remind me and ping me over the JV page because I will give that a shout out.
Quick thing, Charles. If it's going to be, you could do as many launches as you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's whether or not it's going to be in the marketplace or not.
Now, what you can do if you're smart, when you're not launching, keep creating product listings, put one product in them and get them and send them, because you could have, once they're approved, they don't have to go live until you're ready. And this is how some people are doing it. They've kind of got them queued. I wasn't that forward planning. I expected to be doing one every month or so for some of these mini products. And then the way it's gone, we just had this other idea and it happened to be a week later. And I'm like, well, let's just do it. There's no point in mucking around. Sometimes if you can go, if I take an hour of my time here, an hour of my time there, Kurt does the same, we bundle it together, we can get a product out in 4 or 5 hours between of man hours, woman hours, whatever you want to call them hours.
Effort.
There you go. That's the bit that Mr. Stephen is looking for the testimonial on. So yeah, there are people that are doing multiple ones, and also if you're not worried about them all being in the marketplace or anything like that. But for this particular one, we do want it in the marketplace because I think we're going to get quite a bit of JV interest. Even though we're not going to go collect, we're just going to get it, put it out there. What my whole thing, I've changed my whole approach on Warrior Plus. I just roll my products out on there now. I don't do the JV thing. I don't run kissing ass. And you know what? Good affiliates find me anyway, and they reach out and they go, "Can I promote, please?" Yeah, that's your link. There's your review copy. And I just make those that are interested come to me. I've stopped doing all that running around asking. It's just a waste of time. So would they consider a PG version so I can make it sensitive? Because do you know what? I can ask, and certainly I could edit. I could make a PG version if we really wanted to. I did say actually when it first came back, and I took. We did, but there is a little bit in there. I didn't want to. Problem is, I didn't want to change it from their words too much. I wanted to get across how they sound when they write and speak, and that's how they sound when they write an email to me. The style they've written it. But who knows? I don't know, but I will make some inquiries. So, discovery on Gumroad. I now get a few sales from it, but it is like everything else. It's like if you pick up a platform and you think, I'm going to get the organic traffic from it, and you think it's going to magically come, that doesn't happen. We know that doesn't happen. The way that all of these things work, if you promote your own products and Gumroad see the conversion rate is good, though they're like everyone else, they're more likely to put those things in the discovery queue. Next thing they're going to look for is who's offering to pay them what commission.
Right.
So if you just put products on Gumroad and sit back and hope for the best, no, you might make the odd sale if you're lucky. If you're actively promoting yourself, what happens is that Gumroad then push you even more. And what you see is the more that you push it, the more they do, and the bigger that percentage of Discover sales goes up. So when I started out, less than 1% of my sales coming from Discover. Now, some weeks, 3 to 5% of sales could come from Discover. It's still not a lot, but if I wasn't pushing my own stuff and driving traffic myself, they wouldn't. It's like everything else. It's like Etsy. People go, I've put my Etsy store on and I put 50 products in it and I haven't sold any yet. And I go, well, what promo have you done? They go, well, it's on Etsy. When you're missing the point. Etsy will look at does your stuff sell? So you have to put the first sets of eyes on it to make those first sales. And then they see, oh, that's selling quite well. We will spotlight it. We will, whatever Etsy's featured thing's called. I can't remember. And that's the same with nearly every platform that's out there. If you go there, it's like, list a product on Warrior Plus. How much organic traffic will you get? Heck all, really. A little bit, maybe if you got some of the right tags and they happen to do the thing, and you might pick up a sale or two, right? Not likely. But with any platform, if you are driving stuff yourself and proving to them this converts, they're going to go, well, of course we want to spotlight that. If I've got a choice as a marketer and I take all the emotion out of it and I go, I've got 3 products I can promote here. This one converts at 30% and they'll give me 40% commission. This one, it only converts at 20%. They are offering me more commission. And this one only converts at 5%. They've offered me 75%. I know I'm going to promote the one that converts the most because overall that's going to make me the most money.
Yep.
And that's what they do. They just do it on a bigger scale with even less emotion involved than there would be with me as an individual deciding. It's just computers looking at what's converting. That's what gets spotted there. There isn't a human interaction involved. It's all done by AI and computers and algorithms. So if you push and promote first and you drive traffic, whether that be free traffic, paid traffic, whatever, but traffic that converts and makes you sales. So this is what I say to people all the time when I train them on getting started in Gumroad from scratch. And we do a certain thing with free loops and things, but that's to get the initial interest. But I show people how they can build this up with free traffic and get enough interest rolling to make some sales. Take that money and that money, nearly 99% of it goes straight back into paid ads. Boom. Now, once get your conversion and you're doing testing, get your conversions better. Now you know that for every 100 visitors that are targeted to that offer, you're going to make X sales. So if you can drive those visitors for less money than the profit you make from the resulting sales, then that's sensible, right? So you then rinse and repeat that. In that process, they're going to see that you convert, and then you start getting spotlit. You get you get other affiliates involved. What do affiliates look for on Warrior Plus when they look for? They look for stuff what they like the look of, but they all look at the same things. What's the conversion rate? What's the That's exactly what they look at. That's why we all talk about it on Facebook. We go, this is converting at 18%, guys. Get in on it. This is converting at 24%. Get in now. Because those are good. And so obviously what actually happens is that once everyone starts sending shittier traffic, your conversion rate tanks. But the truth is with the right traffic, it will convert high.
Yep. And speaking of traffic, we have to say goodbye to some people.
We certainly do.
Because they got 15 minutes and 49 seconds worth of value.
But those people do need to know one thing. Tonight, 10 o'clock UK time.
That's it.
That's like 5
4
Eastern,
Eastern,
Central.
no, 4 Central, 5 Eastern. 5 Eastern, 4
5
Central.
Eastern,
That's
4
it.
Central.
That's it.
There
Yeah.
we go.
One of these days, I'll be able to tell time.
Yeah, and we don't even know what it is in the important Australian one. But anyway, we will be in the Moneymakers YouTube group with Friday Night Marketing Raw, and hopefully some crazy other people will come on and join us and have a chat. Otherwise, it's not much of a show. So do look out for that. But other than that, Moneymakers, you got to go now. But why aren't you in the main group yet? What's wrong with you? Are you mental?
Could be.
So